Hey guys, welcome back to the Pancake Breakfast. Again,
We're back.
We're working on Wesley's crap today.
It's a Wesley weekend this weekend.
It is. So today we're going to do some transmission service on his C30 dually. It's got a A518 transmission in it behind a 5.9 Cummins. It lost fourth gear, so what we're going to try and do is put a shift solenoid in it and see if we can get fourth gear back. So we're hoping it's just a shift solenoid acting up, so we don't have to pull the transmission out. But you know, whatever. So that's what we're gonna get going on today. So we're gonna put the truck up on the lift and you know, really test the limits of my hoist because OG metal weighs a lot. So anyways,
and it's got a motor in the back of it too.
Yeah, and it's got an LS in the back. So this is Wesley's C30. What is this? A 73, right?
75.
75. It's all OG paint. Nothing crazy. You know, just like slammed onto the earth with the semi wheels, adapters and whatnot. We took the covers off the front because we were driving around, didn't want to knock the spikes off on something, so we took the covers off. But this is his engine. Wesley bought this truck with the motor and everything already installed, and then a couple years later we went through and updated, fixed a lot of stuff, like we put an intercooler in it, painted some of the engine stuff, you know, made intercooler piping, made a new air intake, and you know, turned the screws up on it as much as we could go. And then we did actually turn the screws up too far one time, which is why that chunk of wood is in here, because you know, if you know, you know.
That's true.
But anyway, so what we're gonna do is get it up in the air, pull the pan off of it, replace the shift solenoid, put the pan back on, and go see if we got fourth gear again. So surprisingly enough, this truck is incredibly slow, so I don't know. Wesley likes it.
It cranks up every time.
It does run really good.
It's pretty reliable.
It's
from the aspect of it's just got the V pump instead of the P pump on it.
Yeah, it's a good little truck. We've driven it on 2 road trips. One to North Carolina and then one to was it Winchester?
I think so.
Winchester, Tennessee. We took it up there one time.
That was before all the work done to it. Whew, it did not like Mont Eagle.
Yeah, because when Wesley first got this, like, it didn't even have an intercooler in it. It just had you know, the boost pipe just went right into the intake, so it was, you know, huffing hot air. But the hot side of the turbo was actually unhooked over here, so it was just sucking air. Like, yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Had a little bitty, I'm talking a narrow air filter on it too, so it couldn't get no air.
It had a little tiny guy on there, so we got around, we fixed everything up. You know, we deleted the grid heater spacer, still in here, but I actually took the grid heater out and welded up all the holes and everything. We just put it back on there because, you know, this thing will fire right up no matter what time of day it is or what day of the year, so we don't need all that jazz. But yeah, so we'll get it up in there and get to working, see what we can figure out. Alright, so it's the underside of the unit. You can see they shrunk the oil pan a wee bit. Usually this thing is, but you know, anyway.
You know what I'm talking about?
Huh?
Not just
what?
my units.
You're so ghetto. So this is the transmission. So what we're gonna do is take this pan off and get to the solenoid and see if we can figure out what is going on in there. So So we got the pan off. Let's see what's the load, but
here.
it's all right. I got it. So this is the 4th gear shift solenoid, and this is the lockup solenoid. So what we got to do is we got to take this off, and then I'm guessing we're gonna have to figure out how to get this torque converter solenoid out of here and put it in that bracket, because the new one didn't come with a torque converter solenoid. But this wire, you can see right here, maybe you can't, I don't know, it's not focusing, but this wire is broken right here, and when we pulled the pan off, it was like this. So I don't know if it was shorting out or what, but we gotta pull this off and then come over here. Put that light back on. And then we gotta pull this down because the plug for it goes up in there. So we have to get this out real quick. Check this for wires for Damiogé. Oh, we need that.
It's in the water. It's in the water.
It's in the drink. Oh, there it is. Alright, we gotta remember to put this back on. I'll set it over here with the rest of this garbage. So yeah, hopefully that's what was wrong with this. Why it stopped shifting into 4. Well, out of, or stopped shifting in general. So in true Pancake fashion, Wesley got the wrong stuff. So this is a shift solenoid for the 4th gear for a transmission that doesn't have lockup. Wesley's transmission has lockup, so it's missing a solenoid, which isn't a big deal because you could, like, I thought you could just take that solenoid, put it over here, blah blah blah. But obviously there's a height difference here, and then the plug is completely different. So yeah, it's not gonna work. So O'Reilly's actually has one in stock, so we're gonna go to O'Reilly's, get the correct one, return the not correct one, and then back to, you know, a regularly scheduled program. So yeah. So since everybody complains that Robbie never drives on mud, since we put so much into it and it just sits here, we're taking it to go get Wesley's shift solenoid. Because, you know, gas is expensive. Might as well burn up Robbie's, you know what I mean?
Part from O'Reilly's. Now all the way back to the shop. The right part this time.
Yeah, maybe.
That will make it work.
I'm glad I grabbed this to turn around just to the exact same spot. Oh, the magnet, look. Those magnets come fuzzy, I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, a little fuzz isn't too bad, but like, it's this stuff that gets me. This is just laying in the bottom of the pan.
That's play sand from when he put that in there that time. Or maybe it's sawdust from the previous seller.
Hey, look, you know.
What? I was waiting.
It is what it is, my friend.
Waiting for the Mr. Rogers, like.
Hey, look, we put it back together and it's got overdrive and it runs. It's gonna run until it don't. Okay.
Well, everything's already cleaning this. So.
I'll clean it up. Let me grab some door.
I did a little bit of updating on it. As you can see, we put a new filter on it. We adjusted this band off a YouTube channel video.
Thanks, Kevin.
This band right here. Oh, whoa, get my finger back there. Off of that, and then line pressure there, line pressure there. So we're either gonna blow it up or it's gonna be good.
We got the new Shift Solenoids in here.
Oh yeah, you want to see
Shift
that?
Solenoid and the torque converter lockup solenoids in here now. We got the right one thanks to O'Reilly's.
That there, and then up there in the hole, you can't really see it. Somewhere up in there.
Yep.
So we're gonna put some more fluid in it and see what she does. I mean, I'm filming it. It's coming down off the lift, which it was it's been in them arms a little bit, you know, a little nerve-wracking, but hey, it's all right. Now we gotta put transmission fluid in it and see what she does with all these new adjustments.
Just shoots this shit off on the ground.
One more.
You're doing great.
Thanks, I try. I try to please you. It's hard, but I try. You're a hard man to please.
I don't think so.
I think you are.
Alright, go start it up in neutral.
Yeah. Learn that old trick.
What?
What old trick?
What's the trick to starting in neutral?
I'm just saying, no, that it's got to be in neutral to check it. Shut up.
I thought you were gonna go off with some fucking goofy tangent.
Go on this drive and see if this thing does anything. It went into gear earlier, so that was a good sign. We're off to see the wizard. Shifted to second, that was a good sign.
I think we have zero faith in ourselves. Good transmission solenoid. Truck still started. Yeah.
We're sitting on the side of the road, not moving. There he is under the hood. It stopped running.
Stand by, we had technical difficulty. We're good to go now.
Hey, cranked right back up.
What a hillbilly. Can hear us, but we're driving down the road. We had to do some rigging, but we have a wiring issue, so we kind of had to hot wire the solenoids. Some pressure switches went out in the transmission, so we rigged up some switches. We now have fourth gear again, so you know, I mean, this thing is, I mean, all 248 horsepower of this thing is just giving it to it right now. I mean, we're going 65, feels like we're in a Freightliner, you know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, it's gnarly. So, yeah, I think we figured out what's wrong with his transmission. He had some pressure switches busted. So we're gonna continue to go beat on this thing for a little while and then go back to the shop. So, bad news bears. Wesley's transmission was fixed for all of 4 miles and now it is unfixed. So, I don't know. It's shifting into fourth and then it's fine. Then when you shift it out and then sometimes it'll shift back in, sometimes it won't. So I don't know. There was a ton of clutch material inside the pan when we took it out, so we're thinking that fourth is just, you know, on its way out. So I don't know. Wesley's gonna figure out what he wants to do from here. So forget Wesley. Figure it out. You got like 4 seconds.
I need a transmission. A518. Built to the gills.
Yeah. So it needs to hold 274 horsepower.
That's right. And a lot of torque.
312 torque.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. You know, hit that subscribe button, throw us a like, you know, whatever. And have a good day.